Welcome back, everyone, to the most professional cast of Gundam Evolution you've ever seen in your entire existence of Gundam Evolution cast. I am Cyberring10, joined by
Um, Hacker man.
JJ Kun. And we're so glad to be here in this phenomenally beautiful Saturday afternoon.
That
JJ, we just got a couple more matches in us for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we'll be starting nice, fresh, early once again.
mm.
Who do you think's closing this out today? I mean, any
Uh,
predictions? Oh, that's a face.
at this point, TwistedSin definitely
Yeah.
a really great team,
Yeah.
but Asticassia has shown us this is going to be the third
Asticassia.
game. This is going to be
Yeah.
the third game that we're going to be seeing Asticassia, and man, if they have been playing since earlier, they are currently on a roll right now. Hasn't lost a single game. Well, I mean, they've lost one round, but in terms of like a set, they haven't lost a single set. So I think I would have to put my vote to Asticassia.
Yeah. They've definitely been performing very strong. I agree. Even when they're behind, they find again, like I said earlier, they find the tenacity to pull themselves together and look for opportunities to make it happen, especially when it comes to playing on Mountain R&D. They definitely have a very strong team sense. And I think that's the thing that has been carrying them through a lot of these matches, even if they may be behind in damage. Just again having that tenacity, that team sense, and just again being able to play the objectives and play them well. It's working in their favor. Yeah, we can definitely see that being a possibility. But hey, we're no prophets. It can go any way, and that's really what we're here to see. So man. I'm really rooting for the game.
It's
I'm rooting for the
at this
game.
point on, right? Like even our audiences, right? Even the viewers are hoping for or at least voting for Asticassia with
Oh man,
81%
look at
voting
that.
to Asticassia. TwistedSin at 80% with a total of 27 votes. And this time around, we're gonna be going back to Thermal Plant. I believe this is our the second time that we're gonna be
Yeah,
seeing a
we
Thermal
kicked it
Plant.
off in thermal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this time around.
It's really funny. I hope we make enough noise and Camphor wakes up early. That would be pretty neat. That may not happen, but Thermal Plant's a pretty risky map just because I've seen a lot of teams get locked out of these objectives. It's very easy to get locked out of Objective A and Objective B, and then you're just kind of sitting there and you're just like, all right, now what do we do? So it's some things that you can't, for those of you that are watching at home, some stuff you want to look out for is just see if anyone's flanking. That the Zaku range is a menace on this map just because everywhere he turns there's a health pack. Susanoo's another one. Eggsy is another one. Sazabi takes up so much space on this map. It's so nice to see. And Methus is extremely strong because there's a lot of turret play on Thermal Plant. And I actually really love playing Methus on Thermal Plant just because, again, it's so creative with the amount of places you can stick the turret, depending on which objective is, the one that you're fighting over. But both teams have proven that when it comes to, straight up slug down, they can definitely produce the numbers. So, like I said, it's again, Thermal Plant's a tricky map because a lot of teams have fallen to Thermal Plant, and they were the ones that picked the map. It's just, yeah, Thermal Plant.
No, yeah, I mean,
rough.
especially at like C point, right? I might be confusing A point and C point. But
It's A. I think you're thinking A because C is more like a ring, a oval or whatever. But A is like it's a house with like 4 entrances. There's one for one team, there's one for the other, and then the side. Yeah.
So like the A side, definitely it's one of the things that a lot of like the action actually happens on that underground. A lot of like the defense happens there. Maybe it's never it's mostly never on the middle end, right? It's always on like the roof, kind of
Oh, so we're
the
talking about
storage
C.
thing.
Yeah, we're talking about
Oh
C
yeah, we're
then.
talking about C.
Yeah,
There
we're
you go.
talking about
So I thought
C.
it was
Okay.
mostly on
Yeah.
the C and either on the airborne or the one
Right.
below.
You know, it's weird. It's weird now that I think about it because like C is the only one that kind of has two points you can stand on. Like you said, you can be down below, so you can be standing. Player
Yeah.
could be standing on the top side, and they're like, "Why isn't the objective moving in my favor?" And there could be someone
Mm,
hanging out downstairs.
mm.
It's interesting that B didn't get that same treatment, since I don't know, maybe the distance actually feels a little shorter, or it could be the same, but. Yeah, that is what makes C very, very different compared to A and
Interesting.
B.
Mm.
However, I mean, again, like I said, a lot of folks just get locked out of B, and you're just standing there watching the AB team all hang out in B, and you're like, guys,
That's
we need
true.
to figure out how to get in there, and we only have really three front entrances: the front door, the sides.
That is true. I mean, it's sorry, my apologies, Cyber. It's my guy is my guy just wants to go to a break, so we we're gonna go back. He's been calling us and asking us to show a break, so you know what, he wants us to shut up, and he we're gonna go to a break. We'll be back when the game's ready. We still want to talk about the map, but
Yeah,
apparently we
agent.
can't,
Yeah, they
so
got me on the show. I need to. We need to talk. Yeah, just. All right. Ooh, oh my, oh, exponent, please put it away. Eager and ready to go. Gun hanging out of the hanger. This is a family-friendly stream. Don't worry about it. Both teams are out. TwistedSin, Asticassia out, ready to beat each other bloody on objective B. This is exactly what we were talking about a little earlier. One team just getting locked out. And there it is. Team kill. Jeez, that was less than 60 seconds.
Was quick. That was quick. Asticassia, as you had mentioned, less than 60 seconds. Gonna be able to get in a team wipe and obviously get in the objectives as well. Currently at 48%.
You know what's funny about this though is it's just this is the after effect of fighting Tokyo Monkeys. This is that. Because once you feel that elation of fighting a really good team,
the zone, right?
It puts you in the zone and you feel it. The next team, it's just the residual effects. You know,
as unfortunate as it is.
Yes.
As unfortunate as it is.
And like I said before, Thermal Plant is very unforgiving. The thing about Thermal Plant that we're witnessing right now, if you look on the right-hand side, there's a lot of areas to funnel your enemy. And having objective B and holding objective B, they have to come to you, and it's very strenuous to flank your enemy.
Right.
You're just not gonna. It's just a waste of time.
Wow, look at that.
And A is again
very
equally
beautiful
unforgiving.
Zazabi. Very beautiful Zazabi being played right now, especially with the Astros as well. Having it fairly aimed properly, but hacks though. Currently at Zakuto range. This is what you mentioned earlier as well, right? Like Zakuto range is a really good unit in this map.
X getting out. Oh, so almost made it out of there. Okay, I was about to say TwistedSin really does need to make a name for themselves right now. You know, especially since they have some very quality names on their team. Both teams actually have been in this for a very long time. Seeing Chaotic, Evictus, seeing One Trick Tony, seeing Boondiggles, seeing Royal Fatman, and many others. These names are names that we are very familiar with, and we've been, again, seeing these names for several months. And it's interesting because I think at some point, you know, I've seen them play on the same team with each other, be it in that just practice off tournament sessions and things. So you know you're going to get a really good match. But coming from the match we just had with Tokyo Monkeys, Asticassia is just, they're in a different headspace, and you can tell.
No, yeah, for sure. But, you know, we only have like 3 minutes left here. 58% into the side of Asticassia. 59. Just waiting for C point to actually come up once again. And with TwistedSin really doing their best right now to actually catch up against Asticassia.
Monetary situation. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. You're waiting to get your health back, but your health regenerates naturally. So you kind of think to yourself, well, why am I standing here? You know, I guess I don't need the health back.
Oh, man. Here we go.
This is a very dangerous one. Yeah, Asticassia just needs this last point to close out the match in their favor. And again, this is C. You were talking about it a little earlier, how, you know, someone can be hanging out downstairs or you're holding out upstairs. Evictus is doing a really good job of just trying to fly the unfriendly skies and having your arm hanging around and making sure that definitely doesn't happen. But if TwistedSin can't get C, then that's it. Asticassia is just going to take this first game, and it's going to set a tone for what round 2 is going to look like.
No, yeah, but at the same time, right? Like, they can still take this one up if they can get it on the seafood. But unfortunately, though, no. Yeah. TwistedSin got their win condition twisted.
Did you just say TwistedSin got their win condition twist?
I mean, if it wasn't, if it wasn't, then Asticassia wouldn't have won. I'm just saying.
Man, JJ, the puns.
I
Well done. Well said. Let's look at these damage numbers. Oh man, Royal Fat Man putting out that. You know, there's certain names that I see and I expect it. Amano, 19k, and very little revives. There's only one revive that went off, or two revives. I'm sorry, that went off, and it's again interesting that the team that won was able to pop off a revive or two. I'm a big fan of revives. I think it especially in this game where you revive them and they pretty much come back at full health, you know. And it keeps them in the fight. It reinforces the front line. There's a lot of strategy that goes behind a revival. So man, it's again, TwistedSin really needs to pull together and do their best to figure out how they can craft getting objective A and really making the scoreboard work in their favor, because for them, this could be the last round.
It might as well be the last round if Asticassia will win this one. But here you go though, TwistedSin. Hopefully this round isn't twisted for them, as Hax here is trying to push in more damage against him. Boon deals. You know, Boon was actually commenting in the comment section as well. That, you know, they said that they'll take 18% of the prediction rate, taking those odds and stuff. But you know, let's find out how they're going to be able to, you know, answer back against Asticassia.
It's always a pleasure seeing Invictus on Exia. Was definitely one of community favorite picks there. So it's just, you know, seeing these teams really try and duke it out. Here we go, a nice little revive we were talking about earlier and how much those matter, reinforcing the front line. You know, Chaotic just trying to get the Sazabi down. And it's like, it's a 3 melee run over here for Asticassia. Using Susano, using Exia, using Barbados, that's a lot of up in your face, you know? And I think the counter of all of that seems to be on Twisted using, you know, units like Dom, Sazabi, but Sazabi's kind of getting bullied out a bit there, which just might show how Susano and Exia and Barb on the same team can just be like a very unforgiving presence.
No, yeah, for sure. But here comes a Transam from Invictus right now. Going to be able to push in a lot of damage here. Gets conscious as well. But never mind, though. Gets taken down as well. There's going to be 3 down into the side of TwistedSin. And 46%, though, from the side of Asticassia. They're still going to be trying to contest this one up against TwistedSin. But unfortunately, still not going to be enough for them to take it out. Never mind what I just said.
Mono with the double.
Contesting again, 55% right now, but TS, that's not TwistedSin right now. That's Taylor Swift. Okay, never mind.
Don't worry about it. You know, it's okay. You know, objective's going to change in about 5 seconds anyway. We're going to have to move over to C, which was what we ended on in the last round. This is all in favor of Asticassia. And it's just gonna have to be a situation where TwistedSin doesn't get pushed back to their spawn. That's happening right now, and they're actually able to get to C and contest it, or else right now they're just fighting to live.
No, yeah, for sure. And you know, that is not the kind of like situation you want to be in, because if you're just playing and, you know, just fighting to survive the next minute, then you're definitely not going to have some time to, you know, actually catch up in terms of points. And especially that this is going to be the last point here for Asticassia, if and if TwistedSin won't be able to contest us away from that.
I really like what Hawklight did there. Hawklight basically uses ult to just try and give his team, because there's that speed boost that you get when you use Dom, to get closer to the objective C, because they were so far away and being pushed back at their spawn. Meanwhile, Cool Cheese, just cool, you know, just really making a way and opportunity and space for his team. That was a really good double, and I think there was even a triple in there, but I definitely saw the double happen. Royal Fat Man again, just flanking the top side, just trying to keep the point clear, because they know that they can't go out like this. They just can't. They at least got to fight. They got to put up a fight.
Oh yeah.
These names have too much quality and reputation behind them.
Look at that though. They have been able to, you know, get a bit of a score here inside.
Chaotic with that was an emote. That was a gotta give an emote holding it down over at A. Now I do want to point out that Twisted definitely did a phenomenal job with denying Asticassia some points, or else the match would have been closed out already. Chaotic there with that nice little I don't know, it wasn't really much of a flank, but like a little cop out, you know, trying to pull in a kill, ended up getting reversed on him. But I mean, even Tony right now is just trying to take out hacks, and there's so many proxy fights that's going on at the moment. Objective A is open. Twisted has the objective. Hacks is back in there. Hacks took the objective for Asticassia. It's just,
this is it. This might be it for Asticassia right now.
All, clearing the point.
Extra time. Ooh, beautiful contest.
Enough people
here
to contest.
Not anymore. No, okay, never mind. There is now.
Tony's here.
Beautiful push. Beautiful push.
Mission complete.
There you.
I saw it in chat, but yeah, that triple melee is getting a lot of love. Whew, love matches like these, especially when they all know, you know, they all know each other. They've played with each other, against each other, fought each other, bled for each other.
Man, it's
wouldn't have any other timeline. You know, so good.
It definitely is, man. It's I still now I don't know what to say. You know, it's.
Do you have a moment that really stood out in that last in those 2 rounds?
It's hard to pick. You know, like, as it was quite one-sided for the first few rounds as well. But there, at least at the very round number 2, right? At least TwistedSin was able to get a bit of a score for themselves as well, as you see on my background. There's Chaotic still with the with the Barbatos. Can you take a look at my background there? But you know, it's quite fashionable to see how they're really not giving up, and I think that's like the best part of that match for me.
I think there was a lot of bard play, which was really cool. Just to spit the words out, it was funny how there was a moment where Chaotic was being chased and turned the corner and then turned around. I was like, haha, gotcha. You know, there's the mace slam. I love moments like that, because you can tell that that player understands, you know, how the game works and what it looks like for their opponent to see them go behind a corner, lose line of sight, and have to guess, like, did they keep going? Are they still, you know, the last thing you assume is the opponent is still there. They're still waiting there behind that wall. And I love plays like that, because that shows so much player expression. And I wouldn't expect anything less from, like I said, these very core and critical names that you can load up Gundam Evolution at any time of the day, and you may see 1 or 2 of their names on your team against your team. These are the guys that have been living and breathing Gundam Evolution since the inception, you know, and I love it. Love seeing it.
Right, and here you go for our, you know, a bit of a recap of what happened from the last time. Amano definitely putting in a bit of a, you know, the most of the damage here with 46k. You know, let's round it off. It's 45.9. It's 46k. I think like Amano here would have been able to get in 60k easy if it were game number 3.
Yeah, I agree. you know, and it's great that I gotta commend Cold Cheese, one for the name and two just for that little clip we had where ended up getting that double and the pale alt, and you can see you're sitting at 31 K damage. You can see where that damage was coming from between these two games, between these two rounds. Even with Amano, who was basically all over the place. It's just these guys were performing extremely well under their circumstances, and like I said, TwistedSin definitely. I hope the inspiration got played forward because again, Asti came in, fought Tokyo Monkey, got the fight of their life, became elated, and immediately went after and fought TwistedSin with the same ferocity that they were using against Tokyo Monkey. And I like I said before, I just hope that I hope that TwistedSin, caught some of that energy, some of that fighting spirit, and was able to like, okay, this is how people are playing. This is how we're gonna play this game.
Yeah, and it's I. Sorry, it's just Stars here is I see him typing, so I mean I was like, you know what, I got you, bro. It's we're gonna be heading on a break, and after that would unfortunately be the last game of the night or the day wherever you are in the world. So, with that being said, we're just gonna take a short break, prepare the next match, pick and ban for the maps, and we'll have our last match for Group A, and then we'll have tomorrow for Group B. So don't go anywhere. Currently at Zakutu range. This is what you mentioned earlier as well, right? Like
Be down, and it's like. It's a 3 melee run over here for Asticassia.
Especially that this is going to be the last point here for Asticassia. If this is
used on to get closer to the objective scene because they were so far away and being pushed back at their spawn. Meanwhile, Cool Cheese had to put up a fight.
Oh yeah.
These names have too much quality.
Okay, never mind. There it is now.
Tony's here.
Beautiful.